Dun dun dun! What's up, mutants? Streebo here. Back again since I just uploaded a few videos and the first view gets a thumbs down. I thought I'd put this out there for my hater because you're a complete, total, no talent bitch. So, hey, keep bringing me thumbs down. At least I know you're out there watching, you punk. So, here's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Fanzines. So I thought I'd give you guys a little peek at my fanzine collection because in case you didn't know, I've been contributing to Sleazefiend Magazine over the past few years. And issue 2 is due out on the stands very, very soon. I have to be careful about some of the imagery I show you guys in here, but I've always been a big fan of fanzines, especially, you know, they're just great because they're independently produced. They've got lots of crazy content in them. Sometimes they have great interviews, great analysis, what have you, but they're just totally random, totally crazy. But I've managed to collect a few over the years, so I thought I would just show them to you. Starting off, I think one of the oldest, or at least the oldest ones that I have, are some classic deep reds. Check that out. From the late, great Chaz Balin. How much fun that is. Now this is issue 1, but from what I understand, this is not the actual first issue. The original was I think it might have actually been handed out for free, and it didn't quite have this production value to it. But this is just fantastic. I love how it's filled with great little art pieces. It's got discussions on Argento, Fulci, New Gore effects, Last House on the Left. Whatever happened to Toby Hooper? To be or not to be? Or Toby or not Toby? Great write-ups by Chaz Balin in here. He talks about Prince of Darkness. And these came out at a time where, you know, Fangoria, I guess, was really the only horror magazine dominating the market. So if you wanted to see an alternative take, you had to go outside the edges. And the first issue features a write-up on the late, great David A. Hess, singer, scholar, and psycho, which is important because I'll bring that up again a little bit later. I've also got issue 2 of Deep Red. Now, I'm not going to fake and say, you know, I bought all these brand new. I actually bought these from a collector who was selling these out. Because when these came out, I mean, I had no way of acquiring those. You know, I was just a kid. Issue 2's got a write-up on Mark Shostrom. My setup is not optimal for showing you these. I really need to like set up the camera like on a straight-on shot to just feature the magazines and whatnot. Leatherface in Love. So lots of great fun stuff. I mean, just the imagery alone is just so much fun. I mean, they're so garish and outlandish, you know, featuring great one-sheets from over the years. Issue 2, Zombies Galore, Dr. Butcher. I'll figure out this setup here in a second, guys. Clive Barker Raises Hell, talking about Hellraiser, obviously. Here's another one. Premiere edition of Splat Magazine, wherein they talk to Chaz Balin from Deep Red. So there you go. So lots of cool stuff. Evil Clutch preview. You know, these things are just great because they're just they're labors of love, but they give you, you know, unbiased. Well, I suppose they're unbiased. I mean, these are just people's just straight up passions and things they want to talk about. Discussion on Black Roses there, and we're up, so you're going to see something like that. Troma's War. There's Chaz Balin, the late great horror journalist, fan, whatever you want to call him. Night of the Demons preview. Oh, there's a very nice shot of the lovely Ms. Linnea Quigley. That iconic shot from Night of the Demons. Another Chaz Balin, Horror Holocaust. This, I don't know if this would qualify. I guess it's a fanzine. I mean, Balin's stuff, it borders, you know, it's really professional too. I guess this is technically more of a book than a fanzine, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's kind of still magazine format. But again, lots of cool stuff, great pics, great little write-ups, all that kind of stuff. There's some stuff on Cronenberg. If I can get them on the screen there. Terror, they came from within. And just a couple more older ones. I've got a nice little collection of these. Now, these aren't technically fanzines, but they're newsletters. The Joe Bob Report. I've actually got a little folder of them from a guy that had subscribed to them over the years, all the way up until the final day. I've got a copy of the letter that Joe Bob sent out saying, hey, we've got to cancel this thing. So, but very cool stuff. More Joe Bob here. There's yeah, some stuff on Phantasm 3. There's another one, The Age of Badvertising. So great stuff. I always love Joe Bob's write-ups on just not only the movies, but the behind-the-scenes stuff, and then his bizarre, you know, gonzo take on everything. Here's some stuff on a shot of Macho Man Randy Savage with Ms. Elizabeth there. Rest in peace to both of them. Here's a good one. Stand By Your Sleaze. Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Best horror flick of the year, according to Joe Bob Briggs. And you know what? That is a highly underrated installment of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I joined the guys over at Exploited Cinema to talk about it. January 2013, I think it was, somewhere around in there, when Texas Chainsaw 3D came out, and we discussed the entire series, the entire franchise pretty much, with the exception of the Michael Bay remakes. And I was very pleasantly surprised by Return of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I remember watching it when it came out on video initially, and I wasn't impressed with it, and I never went back and revisited it until we did that episode, and I was preparing for the show, and I just thought it was great. It's totally insane. You know, Matthew McConaughey's got like this bionic leg or something. I mean, just all kinds of nuttiness, and Leatherface as a tranny, and just great stuff. So here's another little Chaz Balin thing. Again, these border between fanzine because I guess they're, you know, independently produced and whatnot, and also very professional quality. The Gore Score, and he released quite a few of these Gore Scores over the years. And this is fun because they go through and they give you a rating and let you know how much gore is in it and the good stuff that you want to see. And it's got, you know, flicks that you may not have seen but you've been curious about, and gives you a good place to start. And I love discovering new stuff. You know, if I'm in the mood for something crazy, you know, I like to have an idea of what I'm getting into, just because at my age, with all the things going on, you just don't have time to just watch anything anymore. You know, I've got to be assured that I know what I'm getting into. If it's trash, I want quality trash. You know, if it's highbrow art horror like Kubrick or whatever, I want to know what I'm getting into. Here's another cool one. This is definitely not a fanzine. Ooh, I better cover up part of this back. But you know, it's just a little digest size magazine. Asian Trash Cinema. It's got Gamera on the cover, so cool stuff there. Up to the modern day. Here's an issue of Blood Type Magazine by the lovely Ms. Evil Dead Chick, aka Daner from over at Dead Pit. And she made these and gave them out for free, which I still can't believe. I mean, they're full color. You know, she's got the pages in plastic protectors. You know, she talks about Fulci, all kinds of great stuff in here. So, very worthy addition to the Fanzine Collection. Brings us back to Sleazefiend Magazine, which issue 2 is due out very, very soon. Which, if you haven't seen it, issue 1 features my write-up on David Cronenberg and the Destiny of Body Horror. It's the most pretentious title I could possibly think of. But I talk about essentially some of his themes by discussing 2 of his movies, Shivers and The Fly, 2 of my favorites actually. But one cool thing that kind of brings it all full circle is that they have a nice little David Hess memorial. So there you go, from Deep Red issue #1, with a profile on David Hess, all the way up to the modern era Sleazefiend Magazine. David Hess memorial. Brings it full circle. Made by fans, for fans. Just good stuff, great discussion, great passion. All kinds of fun stuff. Unfiltered, uncensored, from them to you, or in the case of Sleazefiend Magazine, from us to you. So, there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Or if you're a hater, give it a thumbs down. Then sit on this, and it's for your mouth if I ever meet you in person. Follow me on Twitter at JTNCROVERTS. You can follow us over on mutantville.com. Buy our movies on Amazon. Tales from Mutantville. Volume 1, watch Mutatious Movie Morgue. And follow the C4Chaos membership challenge. Help drive the page up to 500 likes, and we'll release those exclusive John Carpenter and Tommy Lee Wallace interviews. All right, guys. See you next time.